So, I don't know. I mean, I think there are some cool ideas that Liquid have brought to Nuke. Definitely. I've seen it in the preparation when they played against Vitality. And I don't know what they'll do here versus Faze Clan, but Faze Clan have definitely come to fight as well.
Yes.
There's no denying it. From what we saw in Dust 2, they've brought some stuff. They clearly have been like all thinking about their individual form a lot and have got a different kind of fire at the moment, which is very fun to watch.
Well, they bring fire to the pistol. They Molotov top hut and heaven, and they all just flood into the A site. But hey, no CTs here. We've got a couple of counter-terrorists inside of heaven. Trying to soften them up for the retake. Frag goes out, and the frag goes back the other way. It's Team Liquid to come up on top of the frag exchange, but the kills have yet to be exchanged. We've got the flank from coldzera into the lobby. Stewie from the corner tries to track Olaf as he falls from the heavens, and coldzera connects one to the head of Fallen. That's the only kill to go the way of Faze so far. He gets a second. He's got 3 more to take away from them, and now there's only 2. Now there's only 1. coldzera looking for the ace in the pistol. He won't win the round, that's for certain. And he doesn't walk away either. Stewie, for good measure, pumps him full of lead. But it's Team Liquid with the first round lead.
Yeah, well, I mean, that $1,200 that he's made just from the pistol kills is nice. The 4K with that USP. Plan, of course, plus the round win is everything here for Team Liquid. And in terms of the way their nuke has sort of evolved a bit, excuse me, got the hiccups. It's just there has been a balance between like when they've done these very strong upper executes and done anything else. And they've done a good job of keeping it, I guess, like very hard to read. I mean, some teams just will basically have to upper execute once or twice a half, but the way that Liquid are playing right now, they'll do it maybe, they could do it 4 times in one half, which I'd say is pretty high compared to some other teams. So I just don't know if they'll use it versus Faze Clan. I remember they kind of created a game plan around killing RPK on the back of a site with, they had these triple grenades. And, you know, and their attack looked very strong because of that. Clearly, they put a lot of time into that. But was that a team-specific thing, or is that something that we're going to see in general from them? I wonder. Because it's a very common spot to play for a lot of players. Now here, Liquid hold back, blow open the squeaky door, put some pressure on this player inside of Mini.
Oh!
But Rain, he responds well.
Oh, he gets a second! We had a leash turn the wrong way for only a moment, but only a moment is what they need. Twist, another deagle kill for him, but it's Brokey to close, and Faze Clan smash Liquid as they tried to hit that A site.
Well, of course, you know, you've got that pressure, so the squeaky door gets blown open. Anyone in Mini, they're going to think about this a little bit. It can make you uncomfortable, but we see we've got the shadow advantage here from Rain. We've got a very good crosshair placement and proper reactions, and then Twist also is there to help out Rain and respond to that squeaky pressure that came through at first. I think maybe even dropped his own smoke in the doorway just in time. So the patience from Team Liquid starts to work against them. They just kind of push up safely, pause, and then just go right into a hit. But because they didn't bait out any utility and Liquid and Faze did invest into it, which is, I think, that's the thing that caught them off guard, they pay the price. Wouldn't have been possible without a couple nice shots, but no eco is.
Them deagles, bro. Them deagles are deadly.
I mean, they're not exactly Prince streams with battle-scarred hollows on them, but
that seems oddly specific. You're not biased in any way there.
That came to mind. Just the first thing that came.
Okay. Still doesn't have the A1S.
It's that nice-looking skin. Okay. That's money shaving.
Ooh, Stewie 2K's scout hits the dirt as Twists swings.
It's definitely a twist peak.
And Olaf's going to get into position over towards ramp. They're definitely going to challenge him, but Brokey caught without a gun in hand. That's a bit of a problem. Olaf just diving down to the B-bomb site. They're all starting to flood forward, but he also has support. He's got Rain here towards Decon and a teammate in control. 3 rifles on the B site, and it's Olaf with a double. It's Rain with the final hit as Faze remain in control of the guns and walk away with 3 alive.
The whole world is jubilant that Olaf is having a strong match so far.
The whole damn world.
Over on Dust 2, I mean, it wasn't just a lot of kills. It was clearly like, without him, they lose the round. Without him, they lose the round. Over and over again. both in that first and second half, you know, the top frag was just the cherry on top. The impact was just clear. Yeah, and it's continuing forward, it looks like, a little bit, as we got Liquid back onto the pistols. They'll look for this cross outside, and seems like they've generated a lot of space and respect. As Twist is far back, you won't be able to hear all the footsteps, but they've got active eyes watching it from 2 directions and are covering each other quite well. So all the kills go down, and it looks like Liquid, they'll not be able to find the bomb plant or make any more progress at all. Will we get a kill? We're gonna get a kill? 1 kill? What do you think? That's a long time to save, man. It's 1:15. I mean, he's not gonna save. He's T-side with this deagle.
Bam! Oh, he missed it. I jinxed it. Oh, gets there in the end. He's got a chance at a second one, actually. True or false, Launders?
True.
Wait, hold on. No, he's done for now. He gets rushed down. True or false?
Okay.
If you are not a fan of olofmeister, you are not a fan of Counter-Strike.
Why'd you have to phrase it so strangely? So it's this... whichever one. So if you are not a fan of olofmeister, so it's true that if you're not a fan of olofmeister, you're not a fan of Counter-Strike. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, you have to. Yeah. If you're not a fan of olofmeister, you're not a fan of Counter-Strike. Fair. True.
Into the gun round.
Okay. Thank you for doing that.
Hey, dude. Stay sharp. Keep you on your toes.
Really did. Head over toes.
Getting 2 birds stoned at once.
All right.
Rain's gonna challenge around.
Let me take this one.
Okay, go.
Rain's here inside of Mini, looking towards Squeaky. Action is coming his way shortly. We've got players outside. I think they're potentially going to just go do a straight-on upper hit with Stewie pulling off the Tom Cruise drop in a Mini. But look, I mean, FaZe are very well prepared for this, and they're like letting Liquid know that this is a bad idea right now.
Those are your warning shots. You want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this?
How many people do we have upper? Okay, we've Brokey and Heaven. We've got 1 in the site. We've got 1 Mini, right?
Yep.
Brokey, how far does he get is the question.
A little bit of damage coming in. Brokey only gets himself to 1, and Rain barely left standing at this point, but we've still got Twists back by spawn.
Oh, they're so ready.
The Liege walks right into his jaws. Then Fallen tries to challenge off of the top of Mini. Twist doing a good job of dodging that gunfight, keeping himself alive, and priming Cold to make the difference. But it's coldzera to lose his head to Fallen, and that recalls the other 2 Ts back towards this A site. Rain remains inside smoke for the time being. Despite being so low, he starts to wrap around them, and they just get down the vent. Now it's the B site that's been compromised, and they got away from Olof, who was over on ramp. Naf opens the double doors. Rain continues on his journey through the vent.
Is Olaf in time?
No, doesn't stop it. Ah, but Rain, he gets between the T's, and then Nafly hits the dirt. It's all going to be on Grim, and even with that bomb plant, it is a perfect crunch from FaZe. All 3 of the remaining players getting a kill in the retake.
That was a very complicated round, and a lot of individual plays that brought it together for FaZe, and luckily for FaZe, you know, they got every single one. It just tumbled on after this first kill from Rain, at least in this post-plant situation, and, you know, a straight-up out-duel here from Olaf at the Falmus, and Twist will chime in. They all contribute on both sides of ramp, not allowing any good post-plant positions and denying Fallen's kind of fast lurk kill before the bomb even went down. And that's actually, you know, that was actually a moment where Liquid get downstairs. That's like their best chance at that point. 3-on-3. Things were not looking great, man. FaZe had such a robust setup with the way that they had Rain and Mini to catch the drop to do some damage. Then they had Brokey push outside with the AWP. He goes 1 for 1, but then how are you supposed to expect Twist there in CT spawn after Brokey's that far pushed up with an op?
Yeah.
I mean, there was no chance that Elige was going to get away with that. We've seen him make that play more than once, but yeah, I mean, it feels like FaZe were ready for every kind of round that was about to come towards them.
I also say props to Rain, really composed inside of Mini, taking that damage, deciding not to shoot back out of desperation, just kind of waiting, staying alive with 5 HP, wrapping around through lobby with so little to work with, and he still found massive impact there, catching a player in vent. Very cool. gathered all the info they needed to hold down on that B site. And now in round 6, of course, we've got just the upgraded pistols for Liquid. Still plenty of utility to go into the full-blown execute. And that's what we can expect. Another A hit by the looks of it. Flies out through the vents. coldzera with 2 kills. Rain's got himself 1. Burning, it's Naf to get the kill, but that's it. Naf's only kill comes by way of the initial push, and Faze, they deal with that one easily.
They know when they found good spots and they don't have to move. I think that's what I like the most so far. Setups look good and they're just very comfortable in their positions, and yeah, they know exactly what they're trying to get out of the rounds. I mean, here, coldzera, he goes for cover within the hut as the somewhat of an execute comes out, just constantly trying to force their aim to have to be readjusted and just continually applying pressure. And this brings Faze to an on-fire situation. They've got Brokey opping, they've got all the nades they want. They're not going up against an op on this round. And they're starting off with tempo, pushing to close out positions outside with Brokey outside opping as well. And Liquid haven't shown their hand with anything very early. But this is kind of allowed Faze to get very comfortable and, yeah, take the round in their own hands. My goodness, everything falls apart.
Shattered.
This is some of the sometimes this is an issue. When you give up too much space, nothing happens too quickly, then, you know, Faze on the CT side, they can take the risk of crossing red, getting it to the back of mini. No one's going to wide swing and PQ, and they very comfortably can get into position. And of course, because these rounds have gone so well, it just feels like Faze, they know what's coming next. It feels like they have such a good feel for the game at the moment that they know before Liquid choose to do anything what they're going to do.
Grim catching cold is something to work with here in the 2v5. They're going to express lane towards ramp where Olof dives downwards. 40 seconds, options open.
3 lower. I mean, they can fake and go back. What's our coverage upstairs?
Brokey and Mini, that's it.
We're not watching anything else just yet. It's not the most promising way to rotate if you're a CT, especially if you see Brokey watching Heaven. Okay, we get one
Rain
more
came
back
out.
Upstairs.
They're going to try to pinch this with the player in Heaven, but if Rain cuts off Fallen first, yeah, that's perfect.
They've always...
Grim's going to be caught by Brokey's op as they were all in position to stop it. Even though they overstack that B site for a moment, they get rotated up in time, and Twist's getting aggressive here by Silo. This won the round in what felt like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, it did. It did. And I think that the cure for, I mean, you know, what you can do is be a bit more disrespectful with the way that you play, but right now, it feels like Liquid are not putting enough pressure early on to get away with anything. The rotations look so comfortable for Faze Clan. It feels like in the 5v5, they're so happy with the amount of space that Liquid are giving them. They look so adaptable right now. I think Liquid really need to try to hustle and open and kill before they start to go ahead with anything else. Because right now, they're playing back, Faze gets set up, and then as soon as Liquid try to do something, they've got the protocols in place to deal with those like kind of few different attacks that Liquid have had. And if it does feel like your game plan is being upended in that sense, I think that's when it's not that you need to get random, but I think that you need to get in their face a bit more and disrupt the defense and try to play off some of that individual skill you have, you know, if you're Liquid. I mean, it's great to see them playing as a team, but I think also sometimes you don't want to see that talent going to waste trying to play too strict. Maybe they have a different answer for why this is all going wrong. This is just how it appears to me.
Twist putting up a mini smoke is a chance for the Deagle Man to wrap around through it, but it's over towards ramp that it seems the fight unfolds. Brokey goes peeking back, sees nothing because Liquid are shuffling into lobby. Cold on the top of hut, gets himself a second, and Rain's very aware that Elige is already inside of the smoke. The bomb has been dropped in the process, and Brokey opts down the last one. Liquid not even really able to get footing on that site, Launders. They get killed at the door, they get killed inside of smoke. This is an off position from Cold. You can see them coming up looking. But a little variation on the hut play works out well for Faze. 7 rounds to 1. They are very much on fire, as we will have Liquid buy back here in the 9th.
Yeah, they're being very careful not to die. And, you know, maybe something needs to change a little bit here. So we'll see what they do. And they have stuff on Nuke, lots of stuff. And they've been developing this map. And I think they probably, I mean, I would assume they would overcompensate on this map because Fallen just doesn't have that many maps played on Nuke in his career. It's just not a map that he's ever played. But, you know, I think so far he's definitely looked pretty comfortable. And we can see he's actually chiming in a big way. I'm not exactly sure if there's an update, but I'm pretty sure Stewie is still primary calling, if I'm not mistaken.
I've seen no official change.
Yeah. So with Fallen just contributing, of course, I think we heard it with the mid-round calls, and also, you know, in situations like this where we've got a tech pause, you know, it's not going to be a surprise, of course, if Fallen chimes in at any moment. But, okay, I'm really, really curious about the tempo from Liquid now. That things have fallen apart after some stalling into just a very ferocious but delayed execute. Will there be a change of pace?
He's got 2 players right there.
This is intense, yeah. I mean, this is one where you could try to swing on the opper, jump across, and get rifled down.
A deep breath.
Or even allowed to get past the opper.
Play it patient, my friend.
I mean, CTs might push and get impatient. It's a standoff, but they don't realize it. We'll see. We'll see what they try to do. And Olof's in a nice position, even if Brokey needs to rotate. So this could come down to some nades outside. We see some pressure outside, but this is when he would actually be, you know, more intent about stopping ramp. And Rain gets the info. Rain gets the info. They flash him through, so they're going to be more confident than ever. That ramp is up next, and here it is.
Olof's ready. Double kill from olofmeister. Fallen will trade it eventually, but that gives Brokey enough time to dive into the cover. Elige is going to kill his rotate and twist, but Brokey looking to deliver. Oh, the no-scope to close. Faze keep themselves on fire.
Wow, the scope is optional for Brokey. What a magnificent hold from him and Olof. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, I'd really like to show what Rain did, because this was like getting a timing. And even though their setup was determined already, and again, they read correctly where Liquid are going to go, right? This is the scary part.
He just stops.
Yeah.
It's like his software had to reboot.
It looked like, yeah, it looked like his computer froze. It seemed like just very in tune with the timing of like what he could get away with, and wanted to see what the move was going to be for his opponent. I don't know. Maybe he did freeze, but
Calculating.
felt like he was just very confident for a second. But yeah, they I think they felt very confident at that point that ramp was coming.
My goodness, this is something special from the Faze Clan. Line up over towards the ramp, gives Grim an entry. He does hit the dink onto Brokey.
That's the NASCAR flick right there.
Name one NASCAR driver. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Don't do that. That's the F1 flick.
Naf's going to be all that remains here, and he will get his kill v Brokey. Gives him a little bit of room to work with here. A little bit of time to breathe. Breaks the window, doubles back. There is a player flanking from lobby. His best bet in terms of taking control would be to go towards Hell. But that gets Molotov. He hears it. He's like, I'm going to go down to the B site. I'm going to crack it open. Of course, right now it's Rain towards the control stairs. A little 1v1 is here to be had if he opens and challenges doors. The guy's standing right in the open. Of course, Naf doesn't know that, so he just plays it safe. Sticks the bomb plant, which he will be able to take away, but now they've got him swarmed. He's going to decide to walk back into the open. Misses his chance at a headshot, misses the second chance, and then Naf dies to Rain as he pops right up there. So Faze Clan, a 9th round win. Liquid, only 1 on this T side so far.
Yeah, it might be another quick night. There's that NASCAR flick again on the ramp. Another shot in for Brokey. He's been nothing but nice on this op. Dust 2, Nuke. It seems like it's been map agnostic for Brokey. Any angle, any map, he's ready. You do love to see that, but the problems are compounding here for Liquid. It's a game plan problem, it's an individual skill problem, and then sometimes that can manifest into a confidence problem, into a fear problem. And this is the stage, you know, the stage and a half where we might see that take effect. We'll see. But I think, you know, if anything, they pick up Fallen, they get some confidence and resilience for moments like these.
Oh, awkward spot to be in here,
Tough.
man.
Everyone has to cross in that moment, but at least they don't get punished, you know. A little bit of damage, but okay.
Brokey.
Only thing is Brokey's there waiting once again.
Looking pretty damn good this evening.
Yeah.
On the AWP. He definitely got the better of Fallen across the series so far. Stewie's going to get an entry onto Rain. Cold just sitting back behind Vent, not a problem. Twist is actually going to dive down as well. Now that offers over any control of Heaven.
This is a nice, nice swing here from Team Liquid to go for Heaven control. It might be clear to Faze that that's coming, and I think they're going for lobby to compensate. You know, they get the crunch here from Olof and Co, and they can kind of chill in here and fight from this position. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll win just because they got the lobby control. It's not so bad for Team Liquid. Might come down to coldzera. He decides to commit to the site, and he's successful in getting a kill and some extra damage as well.
Twist's on the other side of the smoke as the terrorists take over the bomb site. Olaf looking to wrap back around Hut. Twist takes damage, down to a quarter HP in the 3v3. Olaf just making sure that this player stays on the back of the bomb site. That much information will be confirmed. It's Stewie up in Heaven that I think could be the last to survive here if the counter-terrorists get it rolling. Grim even weakened to only 6 points of health, but the bomb's beyond the halfway point, so Olaf starts to make his move. Brokey gives cover, Olaf kills Grim, and now it's all on Stewie. He's able to kill Brokey first, peeks down to the bomb, and crouches back. Oh, but Olaf takes his head off, and Twist sticks it. A 10th round for Faze.
Well, the punishment with the AUG, the right amount of patience, and as you pointed out, Brokey was the one who saved Olaf's life, whether he knew it or not.
Didn't even look away.
That's the refrag they needed right there. And also, opening kill for him on this round.
Perfect.
Another
Great.
round
Oh,
with
between the legs.
Wow, crazy. Crazy stuff. Middle of the jeans. Wow, and that's, you know, that could have been, I mean, Olaf was holding, he was holding that angle like it was an altcoin, okay? He was holding onto it for so long, waiting. Only for it to kind of blow up in his face, and yeah, he had this guardian angel right behind him.
Damn. Olaf didn't even skip a beat. Didn't even try to flick back sight had he seen the player come around. Full trust in Brokey, who is 14-5.
Wow. Man, that was kind of the closest that they came, I guess, or have come, I think, to pulling a round out. Probably, you know, should have grabbed that, but coldzera was a problem. Brokey continues to be a problem. And man, I mean, now you've got to sift through a litany of ideas that you've tried to execute properly that haven't failed for one reason or another, and figure out which ones were actually good and didn't work. Whoa! Which ones you got unlucky. My goodness, that's an entry.
Well, talk about unlucky. A little jumping headshot there from Grim. Poor Olaf hits the dirt. Ambitious wall bang. And a quick rotate from coldzera to set up a diagonal crossfire over the B bomb site because Rain's down and dark.
Got 3 down here, man.
Yeah, they're ready, dude. They're just committed to their positions. They say, come on in. Come on over. Twist's going to die out to Naf, but we've got 2 players for Liquid very low in Rain. He's going to walk forward here. He sees the player drop. 2-man spray. And Rain remains, at least for a moment longer. Stewie gets the trade kill. And Cold, he's now swinging the door wide. Drops bomb. And Elige continues on. He gets cut down. And Faze lead by 10.
Yeah, we're hype about that. I can't believe the confidence at the moment. Man, they rotated so fast downstairs. It was like they lived there. They had Rain tucked dark. How are they supposed to assume everybody's still all in these positions? They thought that Twist was the one fast rotation to lower. Meanwhile, they had coldzera waiting in decon and Rain tucked dark the whole time. Whether they knew it or not, there was no chance, you know. No sane team was going to clear out all those positions after getting that first kill and thinking they rotated down quickly. Maybe they should have been aware for one more, but I mean, yeah, no surprise that Faze have some success. Smoke cross gets denied. Rain remains an anchor here in mini, and this half is starting to just fall apart completely. My God, 12-1.
They are pumped. Have you ever seen Brokey so happy?
Yeah, I mean,
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fresh new. It's after Ross. I mean, remember when we were at like Kirby first joined the team, and there was that whole moment where like, whoa, what the, yeah. The enthusiasm is high, but I mean, more than that, I mean, they just look like they're just flowing, man. I mean, the like, is coldzera calling everything? Like, who is contributing here? Because it's just so, everything is just crazy, like crazy smart.
This feels like flow state.
Do they all have over 100 ADR? What was that? Do they have like 3 players or 4 players over 100 ADR? Is that what we just saw?
I wasn't looking. I was trying to read kill count.
Is that what?
Because everybody is within the teens, other than Olaf.
I guess that's what happens when you're 12-1.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
They haven't won a round since the pistol.
Yeah, and I
Brokey,
mean, it's been a flawless. It's been an incredible CT side. I mean, there's just not much luck involved. You know, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, like, you know, a crazy opening kill here or there, but that's even a round where Liquid gets a jumping entry into ramp on Olaf, who's been an absolute star, and they still are able to manage because of that crazy rotation downstairs. Brokey with all of these rounds, the holds here. Twist having much better map than he did last time around.
Oh. Cold tries to throw himself at the squeaky door. Oh, little dud on that one.
They are lower.
Frag looked like a shot put.
Oh.
Olaf's going to get the easy kill versus Fallen, so suddenly, even with the control of lower, they've lost the man advantage. 2 of their 3 players low HP. And we are looking at the potential 13-1 if this retake comes through for Faze. Rain slays Grim through smoke. Naf desperately in the back of the bomb site. It's going to take some kind of massive heroic play from Naf. Let's see it. Team Liquid coming in. And now they're going out. Twist's able to trade frag. Stewie slaughtered, and it is Faze 13-1.
You gotta go incognito to watch this match.
There you have it, folks. The only mistake Faze have made all half.
Well put. It's been clean moves the whole time, man. Oh my god. Yeah, that's,
wow.
Yeah, 3 players over 100, almost 110 ADR. Olaf just looking for ADR to pick up. He's more than positive here, 11-5.
Yeah.
Kills are just not coming. Where are they?
Twitch mods, go ahead, change the category to just chatting.
Yeah.
Because Liquid not giving us much to work with here. Or rather, you know, it's not even, I don't want to take this away from Faze in any way. It's really them just looking rock solid on this defense.
Awesome. Yeah, I can say like, you know, maybe Liquid, they look a little bit uninspired with the way that they've approached this T side and not really adapted. It feels like they came in with the game plan, they stuck to it kind of hard and were a bit adamant about it. And as soon as Faze Clan showed that they were ready for that game plan, they didn't really change further. Really wanted to stick to this kind of execute, stop and go, execute style, and it's just not worked. But I mean, this stuff can be hard to see when you're in the server, of course, so it might be something that they adjust later on, but at the moment it just feels like, yeah, Faze Clan look way more adaptable, and you know, it's, I think, especially important as well that Brokey just looks like a, you know, thoroughbred star on this op on both maps.
Looks like a stallion right now, man. 15-8, make it 16 from Rain. Trying to catch up to Brokey, who's still got that 1 kill edge. Stewie's been able to get out from the squeaky door, but he's making a bit of sound. He hears this player close, twists, oh, the 2K to stop the bomb. Naf gets a single frag, wraps around from heaven, but now he's down, and that is that. 14 rounds straight from Faze, and only 4 bomb plants for Liquid within the mix. Clearly, Twist stole the playbook before he left. But it's possible you're about to watch North America's greatest comeback.
This reminds me of the taco story. Okay, we haven't seen that.
And did you win?
Go and check it out.
Of course not.
Oh my god.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It is just the pistol. I mean, that's the 1 round Liquid won in the first half. Looking to double their round count right now.
Yeah. They are here with a vengeance. Brokey opening kill. A liege down. Lots of time left over. Fallen here spotting passively. Wants to try to make up for this position. Can't get the headshot. Vertical stack peek comes in. Grim, so much pressure on him in the hut. He cannot withstand it all. But look who else is here. Olof to deny the hut crunch. My God.
Nothing.
It just does not end. They are everywhere. They're coming at them like spider monkeys here on the T side. They were equally as pervasive on CT side. I mean, I can't think of a better example of a time that a team has read the other team so many rounds in a row.
I'm telling you, Twists, he photocopied everything he could before he left. He took all
the weird part is, man, I know Liquid's in Nuke has changed, like, since Fallen has come on. It does not look the same at all, I want to say. I mean, maybe my memory's failing me, but incorporating Fallen, you know, his op being a consistent factor, the way they've been executing and stuff, I could feel Fallen's influence on some of these rounds, but yeah, I don't know. They definitely, yeah, I guess maybe there are some tells here. Maybe there are some really strong tells here, because that would explain a lot.
Oh, and it's already
bad goes to worse.
A 5v4. Very nice of Faze Clan to give Liquid the first round so that they didn't get 16-0'd. But from there, it has been a beating. A battered and bruised Team Liquid have a little fight left in him. Alish, he's going to get one kill towards ramp. It's not over till it's over.
You know, in 2014, this comeback would be entirely possible.
And in 2021?
Not so much. Not so entirely.
Alish falls off of his box. This is going to call the scout player into action. coldzera locked in on the angle. Fallen tagged ever somewhat, but Alish has got another headshot, and then he has his noggin popped. A 3v3 is where we're left, and they're shooting them through the walls. Rain, he's going to have to go for the reload, and that primes Grim to come sprinting in. coldzera chases the player towards hell and dives down into the B-bomb site.
The bomb.
He's looking for the clutch to close.
He has some space as well. They haven't rotated just yet, and he can plant and go anywhere. coldzera, we know anything about him. He knows how to win a clutch. Squeezing for this information. Oh my God, he actually could open up ramp. It depends where the next player will come from. He's not reading this correctly, but it doesn't matter. Fallen is so far away. It's like a reset of the situation, but coldzera stays in flux. There's a chance potentially that Fallen could find him. However, done. That's it. It's gonna be a wrap. It ends on a 1v2 from coldzera. It never got easier for Team Liquid, and I'm sure that they were sat for confidence by the end of that match, because, oh my goodness, I've never seen a team be so in the other's head.
Absolute flow state from Faze across this best of three. I mean, Dust 2 was competitive. Dust 2 had its moments. Things looked close, and Faze just took it over the edge. We thought maybe Olof's